morning here at Walnut Ridge. We're going to go over a Puma here. First thing we get to campsite, you're going to do your leveling side by side with your tires. So chalks, blocks, boards, whatever you choose to use. Get your side to side leveled. You can do a 6 foot, 4 foot level, put it inside, do both ways. But once you get your side by side leveled, you can do your front to back with the front tongue jack. And then once that's level, you can, I recommend X chalks or something on your tires so the motion this way, you don't have that rocking going on. After all that's done, you're pretty much level, you're happy, you can come around to these stab jacks, push extend on them until they hit the ground. Once they hit the ground, you're going to hear them get weaker. As you can hear, they get weaker. If you hold them too long, they will reset. Just wait 15 seconds. If you're on dirt or you're on camp, you went through it a day or so, come out here and hit them again, or put bigger pads on them because they're going to settle. And that just takes care of your side to side. You still, like I said, chalk your tires so that front motion rocking, you don't have that happen. Your outside kitchen area, so nice to have. The griddle, you're going to have to season this. There's several ways to do it. Sometimes they put a little paper in here, but they didn't on this one. But definitely want to season it, and before you use it, take out your hardware, which comes with screws to where you can screw it to this where it won't do any bouncing, or it comes with legs to where if you want to take this off, put it on somewhere else. Every time you do use it, you're going to plug it in. So there's a hose, probably in the fridge here. No, it's up top. So this little air hose, just like an air hose basically. Clip out on the back side, clips on, and then you can go underneath the coach, and it's got a quick connect. Where this goes on, it does have a valve on there. So if you pop this in, it's not all the way in, you won't be able to open the valve. And so until this pops all the way in, then you can open the valve, and that turns on your LP. Always make sure you're cool before you put it up. And then you got your fridge. Your outside fridge has high, medium, low. So obviously if you're going to be getting in and out of it a bunch, you're going to want to step it up to probably medium. Microwave, standard microwave. Outside sink, USB Type-C. A little push button light in here for some light. Cabinet for some of your storage out here. Always in transit. Oh, here's the seasoning. So if you are going to do the grill, you can season it right. Here's a couple ways to season it. Anytime you're in transit, always make sure you lock this 751 key. That way this doesn't come open when you're in travel. So back to where we were talking about the leveling, the side to side. When you're doing all that, it's best to either have your steps up, because these solid steps, you can get them in a bind moving the camper around. So just have them up till you get everything level. Then once everything's level, you can come out here and bring these down. See right here, we've got these gaps. They're kind of big. You want that to set down on that threshold. So basically, you would take these legs, push the button on the inside, drop them in a couple times. So that way it's nice and flush on that threshold. What that does is, it keeps this door, so when you go to close it, you're going to pinch it right here. You don't bend that metal out easily. And when you close it, it's nice and closed so you don't have any rodents or varmints getting in there. And then to store them, you just fold them up in, latch it, and then the door holds them in place. So that way when you're going down the road, they don't bounce. And if you do put them up wet, make sure you put a towel in there for something for the water to go on. If you're at the beach, get your hose that you're applying water to your camper, rinse them off so you don't get sand all in there. You have outside, so your TV that's inside, the bracket on the back, you can just pop it up, bring it out here, slide it right in. Then you plug your antenna here, and then your 110 here. This runs off of your GFI in your bathroom, so if you got too much going on here and it trips, go to your bathroom, go to GFI, reset it, you're good to go. Your vent, it's above your stove and oven, so if you're going to use it, make sure you open it. Black tank flush, so anytime you use this, you do have to winterize it if you do use it, but make sure before you apply any water to this, you go to your black gate valve for your toilet, which this one has two, so you got to figure out which one this one does. But go to your black tank gate valve, open it up, and run water 15-20 minutes through there, as long as you're standing by watching. What it does, it goes up to a vacuum breaker, then it goes down to your tanks. There's probes on your tanks. It's a little cone deal. It's got a bunch of holes in it. It'll spray and clean your probes up so you get right readings. If you do use the pods in the toilet, cut them, dump them in. That does not dissolve, so you'll start getting false readings on your gauges inside. So make sure you do cut them, throw them in. They're still good to use, but yeah, leave them in there. They do not dissolve. Your water heater. This is the gas and electric. So you've got your master switch for your electric out here, which is off now because there's no water in it. When you do go to fill your tank, so it's called an anno rod. So anytime, this is your plug and your keeps the chemicals from attacking your steel tank, it'll attack that. But anytime you're putting this in or out, after you get that in nice and tight, you go turn your water on, sit here and hold this pressure release valve till water's spewing out. And once water's spewing out, you can close it, you're ready to go camping. Whenever you're getting ready to remove that, make sure you take the pressure off. So you pull this, watch out, could be hot water, let it go till all the pressure's off, then you can go and remove it. The only time you remove it at the end of the season, obviously, but also you start to smell like a sulfur smell when you run your hot water. It's time to replace it. I do recommend mud dauber screens for your water heater. You do have two reset buttons here, so if your gas or electric's not working and you know you got 110 plugged in and you know you got your gas on, sometimes these will pop and just come over here and reset them. And it does have a thread on fresh water. So with it being a thread on, your vent and your overflow is going to be right by your fresh tank. So when you're filling this, if you overfill it, it's going to come out at the bottom. You're going to hear it overflow. There is a valve on this one. It's right here. It's the Valterra valve. It's just a white Valterra. If you're going to go to fill it, close it, then put your water. If you're not using it, they recommend you leave it open so it doesn't condensate and get water in there, mildew, mold, stuff like that. Because you have it open, it has airflow. Same in solid steps as the rear. Nice thing about this one, it has the option to where you can just go in the bathroom. You don't have to go through the whole coach just to get to the bathroom. It's got that second door. Back to the leveling. You got your legs here. As you can hold them, you can hear that sound, how it kind of stops. Just let go. They're where they need to be. Your storage in here. One side of your compartment, this is the bigger side. Your other side's gonna have a smaller door on it. And your wet bar and all that stuff's on that side. Your solar panels, so if you want to add solar panels to this unit, you can plug right in the side and set them out here on the ground, face them towards the sun, get you a little extra time. Your awning, heavy winds, heavy rain, going to bed at night, leaving for the day, whatever the case might be, it's push button on the inside. Go ahead and bring it in so it doesn't blow off. And if you put it up wet, try to in a couple weeks, get it out, let it dry so it don't mildew and mold on you. Get in the habit of checking your fire extinguisher when you're coming in and out too, make sure it's in the green. Here's your control panel. You've got your battery, which will tell you 1/3, 2/3, and full. Right now we're full because we're plugged into the wall. Fresh tank does the same, 1/3, 2/3 full. Black is your toilet, and then gray 1 and gray 2. We don't have wash, it's just this model comes this. But it does the same thing, 1/3, 2/3 full. Water pump, so if you're doing the fresh water, or if you're winterizing it, you're gonna use your pump. Water heater, this just does gas up here. The electric, the master's out there, turn it on. If you turn that on and that red light goes out, but then it comes back on, you're either out of LP or you didn't turn the LP on, or that switch out there could be popped. So just go reset it. Your little interior lights around the island here. Ceiling lights, porch lights, just a little white light underneath the speaker outside. Awning lights, your LED, runs across the strip of the awning. Awning extend and retract. So you got 3 slides on this one. Anytime you're operating a slide in or out, make sure that door's open. You don't want to have, as I'll show you this slide, as you bring the slide in, all this pressure has to have somewhere to go. And you'll see this pressure's going, if that door's closed, it's going out a window and causing a leak. So always make sure you can feel, as we're standing here, we can feel the air going by us. But yeah, just make sure you have a door open, window open or something so you don't cause a leak. And on all 3 of these slides, they do the pop, pop, pop when they're all the way out. So there's no LP in this one, but on these, you just turn over the light. Always go clockwise till you hear the flame lights up. The oven's a little different. You want to find that pilot light there in the back. Push in, turn it over till it stops. Go clockwise, and it click, click, click until you see that blue pilot light. Once you see that pilot light, make sure it stays lit. Then you can let go. As long as it stays lit, then you turn the gas on. When you're burning this off for the first time, make sure you open the window, turn your fan on, make sure you ventilate all that acrylic that's on the oven. Always make sure those are cooled off before bring them down. 12-volt refrigerator, so if we went and unplugged from the wall, it's automatically going to start pulling from the batteries. So on your batteries, if you don't want that to happen, you just manually hold in on this till it turns off. The higher the number, the colder it is. Right now it's at 3. It's a good starting point, unless you're getting in and out of it. Freezer, it's got the turbo cooler. Really somewhere in the middle is a good spot on that. You go too cold, it's going to start freezing in the back. Get a little latch to hold it in place. LP, carbon monoxide detector. And then your fuse panel. So your 110s, just like your breakers at home. Your 12 volts up here, if any of those blow, a red light beside it will let you know that's blown, as long as the switch is turned on if it's a light. If you come in and you're plugged into the wall and the lights are real dim, that means these 2 35 amps on this unit, these 2 35 amp fuses have blown, so it's time to replace them. It's your converter is what it is. It's turning your 110 to 12 volt. Radio is already, it's hooked up through your TV, so it has HDMI going to your TV. So if you want to hook up your Xbox, DVD, whatever, you can hook up HDMI through here, play it through your TV. Just make sure you got zone 1 and zone 2. Make sure zone 2 is off, because that's your outside speakers. That way your neighbors aren't hearing what you're playing. You can Bluetooth to this. You can auxiliary, play your regular TV on it. Fireplace, you got a timer, you have temperature, you have different flames, different rocks. Pretty nice setup. Pretty much on this Puma, I think that's it for today. Thank you.